Welcome back to Positive Chat with Raisa. I hope you're ready for more positively uplifting stories because we've got quite the episode for you today. Our first story has to do with everyone's favorite fiery-tempered chef, Gordon Ramsay, and the incredible thing he's done for an 8-year-old girl. Abigail Carter suffers from a gastrointestinal condition, which means most of her food must be consumed through a feeding tube. Despite her illness, however, Abigail dreams of becoming a chef one day and is a huge fan of Gordon Ramsay.
Dear Mr. Gordon Ramsay, my name is Abby.
With the help of her mom, Abigail wrote a letter to the world-renowned chef to tell him about her illness and make a very unique request. In this moving YouTube video, Abigail reads her letter and asks if Chef Gordon Ramsay would cook something for her because her mom is just an okay cook. Needless to say, Ramsay was touched by the video and immediately responded via Twitter in this sweet post telling Abigail's mother to get in touch with him. Abigail's mom was obviously thrilled, replying back, "I cannot wait to show her this in the AM. She's going to be ecstatic. Thank you." If you love Chobani Greek yogurt, you're about to have a whole new reason to keep supporting this multi-billion-dollar company. In a move that is making headlines across the country, the Chobani CEO has surprised his 2,000 full-time employees with a 10% stake in the company.
We used to work together. Now we are partners.
The Chobani founder and Muslim Kurdish immigrant Hamdi Ulukaya founded Chobani in 2005 in New York and sold the company's first cup of yogurt 2 years later. The ownership stake for employees came in the form of shares worth up to 10% of the company's value when it goes public or is sold. The shares were distributed based on seniority, with the earliest hirees receiving more. The New York Times estimates Chobani's value to be between $3 to $5 billion. That means the average employee payout could be worth $150,000, and some shares could possibly be worth more than $1 million.
I'd like to get back to them and say, you and this community and this country has been so great to us, and I'd like to return that favor back to you.
Get your tissues ready because this last story is a tearjerker. It's the touching tale of what one brother did for his dying sister with the help of a plane full of compassionate strangers. 58-year-old Luann Alexander was a Southwest flight attendant for decades until she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in February and forced to abruptly retire from her career. After learning how sad she was about not having been able to recognize her final flight with the airline, Luann's brother Rex took it upon himself to orchestrate the final farewell flight his sister deserved. While on his way to visit Luann, Rex boarded Southwest Flight 4463 and did something amazing. With permission from the crew, Rex stood up at the head of the aisle halfway through the flight and shared Luann's story with the many passengers. He even passed his iPhone down the aisle so that everyone could see photos of his beloved sister and how she looked when she smiled. Rex concluded by passing out napkins in case anyone wanted to write a note or an encouraging word for Luann. As he sat down, Rex thought he might get a handful of messages back, but Flight 4463 did so much more. 96 handwritten notes and keepsakes were sent back from the passengers on board. Rex thanked and hugged every person as they got off the flight and created a photo album to share with the world and, of course, his sister. Luann was extremely touched by the overwhelming response and hoped the attention would raise more awareness about pancreatic cancer. Unfortunately, Luann lost her battle with cancer in April, but thanks to her brother, she finally had the chance to say a proper goodbye to the flying she loved. Thank you for watching this episode of Positive Chat with Raisa. I hope I've left you with some stories that set you up for a positively uplifting week. Until next time, I'm Raisa Pascal. Thank you for watching.